Hello everyone, welcome back to Auto Trend TV. I am your VIPRAAJESHNG again from SRT Tata Coimbatore today, and I am here with the newly launched BS6 compliant Tata Harrier XZ Plus diesel automatic. As you can see, this is the newly introduced Calypso red color with the new 17-inch alloy wheels, and there are of course a lot of feature additions as well. The Tata Harrier has always looked fantastic in this mid-size SUV segment, and that is the same case over here. There has been no changes on the exteriors or design elements except for certain very small changes. First of all, you can see that the skid plate for the front and rear bumpers are now blacked out even on the top spec variants. The second one, of course, you can notice that the wheel design has been changed. You get dual tone machine cut alloy wheels now as standard on the top spec XZ Plus and the XZ Plus variants. The third change being the ORVM, which has reduced in size and reduces the blind spots very significantly. Then apart from that, you also get this massive panoramic dual pane sunroof, which is the most demanded feature in the Indian market and looks great inside and out. Apart from these changes, there has been not much of a change on the exteriors of the Tata Harrier. You can see that the rear bumper has also been completely blacked out. The silver highlights will be available as an accessory package. Apart from that, everything remains exactly the same. As you can see, the reverse parking camera is mounted in the number plate housing right below the Tata logo. So now let's get inside this 2020 BS6 Tata Harrier automatic to check out the new features in the interiors. Yes guys, I am right now inside the newly launched BS6 compliant Tata Harrier XZ Plus automatic. And yes, this is finally the automatic transmission of the top spec Tata Harrier. This is a 6-speed torque converter unit sourced from the Hyundai TUCSON, and it is also expected to be as smooth and as efficient as on the TUCSON. So talking about other changes when it comes to the cabin, well, almost it remains exactly the same as before, because as you can see, you get the very same forward kind of trim over here, the very same floating island touchscreen system, which is 8.8 inch in size. You also get the very same 7-inch digital instrument cluster, well, semi-digital instrument cluster to be precise. However, the differences begin when you start noticing things. Of course, the first feature addition is the availability of an electrochromic auto dimming IRVM on the top spec XZ Plus alone, and the second one being this automatic transmission, of course. The third one, however, is the availability of electronically adjustable driver seat. That means power driver seat for you. Let me just show that. And these are the controls for the powered electronic adjustment for the driver seat. These are very robust to feel, and they operate very nicely as well. You get 6-way power adjustable driver seat. The 8th-way adjustment is of course the lumbar adjust, which is available with only a manual lever, but it is totally fine. The next one, of course, is the availability of this massive panoramic sunroof. It is closed right now, and these are the controls for that. If you just want to open the sun blind, you can do that using this third control over here. So it is just a one touch, and it's very easy to operate. Now you can see that the panoramic sunroof is absolutely massive, and it aids the cabin ambience that very much. And yeah, these here are the actual controls for opening and closing the sunroof. This here is for the tilt function. You can tilt it, and if you press the lower button, of course it automatically retracts down. And this here is the control switch for sliding open the sunroof. Just one touch will do that, and voila, it just opens up all the light for you inside the cabin, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. It's so much good. Pressing this button again for one touch will automatically shut it. That's how good it is. And of course, you get the standard LED white interior lights for the front and the rear seats individually, so you can clearly see that. Just beside the rear grab handles, you also get an interior light, which was not the case earlier, because earlier the Tata Harrier did not have a sunroof. Due to the inclusion of a sunroof, they have moved the interior cabin lights for the rear seats to the sides, so that is also a good thing. Other small things to notice inside this cabin is that earlier, if you may have seen on the BS4 Tata Harrier, the USB and aux ports were very hard to access. They were kind of inside this pocket, but now they have made this far more accessible and very easy to use. You can just slot it easily over here and place your phone right there as well. So that is really very good. This, even though being an automatic transmission, you also get multiple drive modes, which include city mode, wet mode and rough mode, along with traction control off button, which is on the left side, and there is also a hill descent control button available on the right side. You also get separate economy mode and sports mode for the engine control. That is also very good, and these here are the buttons for the front fog lamp and the rear fog lamp. The touchscreen system remains exactly the same as before. You still do not get those IRA Connect and Watt 3 word functions as seen on the Nexon BS6, but I hope Tata Motors will introduce them on the Harrier in certain updates, so that is also eagerly awaited. Other than that, this infotainment system is absolutely excellent. You get the very same Harman Visteon sourced infotainment system with 9 speakers including a subwoofer. Those speakers and subwoofers are from JBL, of course. That means it's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, that's all about the front. Everything largely remains the same on the top spec XZ and XZ A+ variants. Sorry, the XZ and the XZ Plus variants, namely the XZ A and XZ A Plus as well. You get this brown finished leather on the seats and on the doors, of course, except for the dark edition. Dark edition is available on the XZ, XZA, XZA Plus and the XZ Plus variants as well. That means you can get an all black cabin with an all black Harrier on the outside as well. So that is really very good. The seats remain excellently comfortable, and the storage spaces also remain exactly the same. You get the standard glove box. You get nice bottle holders on every door with an umbrella holder available only for the front doors. So that's all about the front. Let me just get to the back seat to check whether if there are any sort of changes. Yes guys, I'm right now in the back seat of the automatic XZA Plus Tata Harrier, and this is how the dashboard looks like from the rear seat. It is still so very good to look at, very premium, and all the materials have been upgraded in quality as well. That means it's absolutely worth the price, and it's so very much premium. So coming to the rear seats, of course, you get awesome levels of space and excellent levels of thigh support. That is excellent. And along with that, you also get separate rear AC vents with separate speaker and tweeters for the rear doors as well. Just look at this sunroof from the rear seat. It is absolutely massive and really lifts up the cabin ambience to a next level. Talking about safety features, of course, on the top spec XZ Plus variants, you get 6 airbags, ABS, EBD, corner stability control, electronic stability program, traction control, rollover mitigation, hill hold control, hill descent control, along with other features such as brake disc wiping, emergency brake assist, and even engine drag torque control and so on. So that's a long list of safety features which Tata Motors provides. ESP traction control and all those features are available as standard from the entry-level XE variant itself on the Tata Harrier now. So that is absolutely great. As you can see, there are airbag warnings on every pillar, so that is really very good. These lights are also LED, even though they are located on the sides, so that is really nice attention to detail. So that's all about the rear seats. Of course, you get a center armrest, and the rear seats themselves are 60-40 split, so that you can increase your boot space as well. That is excellent. So yeah, that's all. Let me just show you under the bonnet where the actual BS6 170 PS Cryotech diesel engine is located. Yes guys, I'm right now going to pop open the bonnet of the BS6 compliant 2020 Tata Harrier automatic. Let me just find the lever. And yeah, that's the lever. So underneath the bonnet is the new BS6 compliant updated 2-liter turbocharged diesel engine sourced from Fiat and Jeep Compass, of course. This engine produces now 170 PS of power and a torque figure of 350 Newton meters through either a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed torque converter automatic transmission. As you just saw, you can see that the bonnet has a lot of cladding so as to improve the NVH levels. This engine is much more refined than before and so very good to feel. So that's all about the engine. However, unlike the Jeep Compass, you will not find any AdBlue filling port right beside the fuel port. That's because the AdBlue filling port is right under the bonnet. So that was all about the BS6 compliant 2020 Tata Harrier automatic. This is a quick review. We will be driving this diesel automatic Tata Harrier really very soon. So stay tuned for a detailed review. The Tata Harrier has always been the most heritage rich mid-size 5-seat SUV in its category, and the addition of all these features make the Tata Harrier even more desirable than any other car in its segment. So do let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this new diesel automatic Tata Harrier XZ A+. Meanwhile, this is VIPRAAJESH signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe for more videos. If you like this video, click the like buttons and give your comments.